Okay, so it's 6 o'clock in the morning here in England on the 25th of May. Okay, I'm just about to go off to work in a bit, right? But I just want to do a very quick video before I go, right? Because I'm a little bit excited about Pentecost, okay, this year. Because, okay, I admit my timeline shows potentially things unfolding after the solar eclipse. So I was kind of like anticipating building up to that, yeah, which could still happen. But now I'm, really anticipating something to happen at Pentecost because of this dream that I had a couple of days ago. So I think, this Antigua dream has been really soul stirring in me, because it's spoken to me a lot about God's purpose in this time. And I know I'm, not literally going to Antigua, okay, even though it looks so nice. I mean, just look at the pictures, okay? Look at this. This looks great, but obviously it's a representation of paradise. But look at this, Jolly Beach. I mean, that's got to be a fun place, okay, to call it Jolly Beach. So, but this is obviously God's talking about, a place that's spiritual, paradise, spiritual place. But there's something I wanted just to say very quickly before I go to work, and it's about the dream that I had. And do you remember at the start of the dream, I was carrying 2 carrier bags of clothes for my trip, for my holiday. Well, what's interesting is I remember the bags being light, like only half full. And, and I was carrying 2 bags, and I was thinking to myself after I had the dream, I was thinking, it's interesting that I had 2 bags that weren't that full, they were quite light, and I could have easily put it into 1 bag, really. But I'm thinking now, right, this is exciting, okay, whether the 2 carrier bags of clothes, right, of stuff going on holiday, represents 2 loaves for Pentecost. Okay, and also, the Lord says, that his burden is light and his yoke is easy. And I just remember feeling that, it wasn't a real, like when you go on holiday, you've got all your luggage and it's so cumbersome and heavy. Well, this wasn't. It was just so light and easy. I was just thinking, just going away on holiday, and I've just got a few things, nothing major. And it was in 2 carrier bags, and I just wanted to share that because it made me think this morning that it could be a real good confirmation that this is going to happen, around Pentecost. And so the high watch time really is any time from today, the 25th of May, until really the 4th of June, which is Pentecost Sunday. Now, in 2012, I had a dream that well, actually it was a vision, really. It was a closed vision because I didn't see it with my natural eyes. I just saw it with the eyes of my heart. But it was after I had after the Lord began to first speak to me about the 4 blood moons that were coming up. I had this vision where I saw a news reporter saying that they are calling it another Pentecost, and this is happening all over the world. And this was actually about a few weeks before Pentecost in 2012, and after having that vision, I honestly thought it was going to happen that Pentecost. So I told a few close friends at the time that were Christian that, I really believed that God was going to pour out his Spirit that Pentecost, I think it was at the end of May, ironically enough, in 2012. And nothing happened, and they kind of looked at me at the end of the meeting as if to say, we thought so, we thought you were being a bit too hasty with that. And they sort of had, one of the guys sort of had this glee in his eye as if to say, haha, you fool. But the thing is, 5 years later, we're at this time of Pentecost, and to be honest, I'm believing 5 is the number for grace. And these last 5 years have been a real process of intense awakening for me. And, since 2012, really, since I first found out about the blood moons coming, that's really been when the Lord's first started to awaken me as well, and to really speak to me about what the feasts mean, you know, because I didn't know anything about the feasts, about Pentecost or Tabernacles, Passover, anything like that. It was, 2012 when the Lord first started to awaken me to understand what these feasts represent and mean for the end times, and so I'm just wanting to share this word quickly today before I go to work, that carrying the 2 carrier bags could be 2 loaves for Pentecost. So just wanted to encourage you with that. God bless you and have a great day.